morning, my name is Alexia. Today we are going to talk about the country of Puerto Rico. The members of my team are Claudia, Sarai, and Eva. Then my partner Sarah will give a brief introduction to this beautiful country. Let's get started.
Puerto Rico is a territory located in the Caribbean Sea. It isn't a sovereign country. Its political status is that of a free state associate with a landscape of mountains, waterfalls, and the Yunque tropical forest. Its capital is San Juan, the largest city, where the Isla Verde area is famous for its list of hotels, bars in the beach, and casinos. The Viejo San Juan neighborhood has colorful Spanish colonial style buildings and the huge fortresses El Morro and La Fortaleza, both built centuries ago.
Puerto Rican culture. Puerto Rican society is formed due to a heritage and tradition contributed by the Taino Indians, the Spaniards, and the Africans, so that the theme of cultural identity in Puerto Rico is to talk about nation, race, folklore, music, tradition, and Caribbean flavor. The Tainos were one of the original settlers of Puerto Rico, along with the Guanajuatebeques and the Ciguayos. The natives of Puerto Rico called the island Boriquen at the time of the conquest. From there comes Borinqueño or Boricua, which is a Taino word and which refers to the original inhabitants of this place, the famous Boricuas. Puerto Rican is characterized by the rhythm. How many times has it been read or heard that Latinos have the rhythm running through their veins? Puerto Ricans are a living example. The dance is part of Puerto Rican folklore, both for its movements, for the music, and for the clothing used to perform traditional dances. Music is an example of what their culture means. Fusion of cultures since brings together African and European sounds. In this wonderful country, some of the cultural heritage that they have are the Castle of San Cristobal, residence of the Spanish military in colonial times. It is located in San Juan. The San Felipe de Morro Castle. Its purpose was to protect the island from outside attacks. The fort San Juan de la Cruz was built as a support to attack invading ships. And Santa Catalina Palace at the moment it works as the governor's house and is part of the historical architecture of the island.
Gastronomy. The piña colada is just the beginning. Puerto Rican food is famous for its intense colors, complex palate, and incredible seasonings. Pink beans stewed with rice, roast pork with Puerto Rican yuca and onion and garlic sauce, cheese and spinach dumplings, Puerto Rican tembleque, mofongo, stick onions, and tostones.
Traditions. San Sebastian Street Festivities. It is a celebration that takes place the third weekend of January, mainly on Calle San Sebastian in the historical zone of the capital Viejo San Juan. The festival lasts for approximately 4 days and is the way that the Puerto Ricans of the place end the Christmas season. The night of San Juan, it is one of the most representative nights, so that's the birth of Saint John is celebrated, patron saint of the capital of the island. It is celebrated during 23rd June, the date on which people gather on the coast to share and celebrate among food, dances, and lots of music. Customs. The prolonged Christmas. This is the way in which the beginning of the Christmas season can be marked by the celebration of Thanksgiving Day in November and end the weekend of the third week of January with the Calle San Sebastian party. Parrandas. The parrandas carry out what is known as Christmas Assault, a dynamic where the musicians or revelers get together and go from door to door, surprising homes with music and a festive atmosphere. Christmas Bonuses mazes, they are the traditional mazes that are usually held during the 9 days prior to the celebration of Christmas. Use a fan at weddings. One of the customs regarding marital unions is for the bride to carry a fan next to the bouquet.
The best 10 tourist places of Puerto Rico. 1. San Juan. 2. Fajardo. 3. Isla Verde. 4. Castillo San Felipe del Morro San Juan. 5. Parque Nacional El Yunque Río Grande. 6. Playa Flamenco Culebra. 7. Isla Culebra. 8. Cueva Ventana Utuado. 9. Isla de Caja de Muertos Ponce. 10. Playa Crash Boat Aguadilla. Fun facts. Puerto Rico is the largest rum producer in the world. Since 2009, Tasty of Rum is held the most important event dedicated to the drink. The piña colada is the national drink of Puerto Rico. The drink is so popular that on July 10, the National Piña Colada Day is celebrated. Puerto Rico is known for having the longest Christmas in the world, a season that lasts 45 days. Salsa music is very popular in Puerto Rico. The official languages are Spanish and English. Plaza Las Américas is the largest shopping center in the Caribbean. The most famous artists from Puerto Rico: Luis Fonsi, Daddy Yankee, Ricky Martin, Marc Anthony, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, Ozuna. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que ni que ningún bobo se le pegue. Yo te lo voy a hacer como es. Yeah. Dime dónde quieres que le llegue. Yo sé que tú